and toy daddies, TPC and toy daddies.
Welcome to the ToyPic Community Top 10, brought to you by the Toy Daddies.
What's up, everyone? How's it going? It's another Wednesday. It's another TPC Top 10. Celebrating the foes as voted by you on the ToyPic Community week ending, what was it? March 31st. Wow.
March
We're in April.
31st.
Welcome to April, everyone.
It's
As
nice to be in April. April showers bring May flowers.
Does it? Doesn't. What's up? As always, we got... Oh, yeah, that's different. This guy. Sorry,
What's up, everyone? Toy Father here. How you doing?
And we have a special guest this week, the nicest guy on the internet, Toy Addict 17. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Good. Good.
All right.
Danny,
All right.
so glad you could join us, man. I'm really happy you're here.
I'm
It's
happy.
been so
I'm
long
on.
since we spoke with you.
Right? It's not Monday, so it's a little weird, but I'm excited to be on. So thank you guys for having me on.
It
So I
isn't
paused
a
on
different
what show I
feel.
was on for a second. I was like, ToyPic Community.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I was waiting for like welcome to another episode of Toy Talk. I'm like, yeah, this is not Toy Talk. So hey, whatever. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, you're like, why isn't Chris talking?
Yeah, normally it's what's it?
Yeah.
Normally it's that.
Right?
Yes.
Now it looks familiar.
Minor details. That's right. You are on the right show, Clintastic 4, because we got Toy Addict 17. So what's going on, guys?
Well, I know we just covered it a couple times, but we got Mezco to talk about. You guys want to start with talking about what's up with Mezco?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
So-
getting the 89 Batman tomorrow. I can't wait. Just like everyone else who's getting it, they're really excited. And everyone who gets it really got into it early and deserves it. And no one got burned who got into it early.
It was perfect for everyone.
It's perfect for everyone.
100%
There are no
satisfaction.
complaints.
Everyone
No
there's
complaints.
happy.
Yeah, everyone's happy, and they like I couldn't imagine like company just communicate any better. So
For those unaware, Toy Father's absolutely joking. Even though
but I'm not joking. I am getting my 89 Batman tomorrow.
but you're not getting two.
I'm
like
not
you had
getting
hoped.
two.
You wanted one to rock, one to stock.
I did want one to stock. I did.
Dreams are dashed.
I was kind of excited for that.
And I will have 0 to rock or stock.
Yeah. So
because-
for those of you who don't know, Mezco sent out an email today. For those of they're back, I believe it was March 7th, March 8th. There was a tiny opening where the 89 Batman went in stock. And so some people were like, I haven't even transferred my wait list. So I'm going to press this, cancel my wait list. I'm going to get it even faster. Well, today, a month later, they decided to send an email saying that was a mistake. They didn't have any in stock, and you're not going to get it. Here's your refund. And so there are a lot of disappointed people out there, and rightfully so. I know we try to stay positive here, but I think this is an important thing to talk about. Sometimes when we have something like that in the community, it becomes very toxic. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to be mad about it. And it's okay to really let a big company like that know, because they don't want to make a mistake like that again.
Yeah.
So the more that you at least show that you're upset about it, that's fine. But I also want you to move forward. Like, how do you move forward? How do you move forward positively? So, I mean, I'm getting mine, so no chewing. How do you move forward positively?
I pre-ordered Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy SH figure arts for Across the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
And that's how I moved forward. It's like,
There you
okay,
go.
not that Batman's against me, but I felt like a little bit an association.
Did you
I
do
said,
that on Amazon?
Yes, I did.
So did I.
So I went over to Amazon and I was just like, you know what? Team Spidey. Forget about Batman, Spider-Man.
I mean, the trailer came out too. The trailer
Mhm.
came out and it looks great.
It
Oh,
does.
if you pair that trailer with the somewhat lackluster first trailer,
Hmm.
you know what the story's about.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
what is
like
it?
you get the vibe of like what is the crux of this movie? Like,
Yeah,
are all the Spider-Man after Miles?
because he wants to save everyone, right?
He wants to save one person.
Oh yeah.
My, spoilers and speculation. It's about his mom,
Yeah.
Mm.
and so that first trailer was all about, the mom talking to Miles, saying like, "I hope people are just as kind to you and take care of you like I would." And then this movie, the second trailer, it was all about like 2099 was saying to Miles, you can either save one person or you can save everyone, like all the worlds. Who's he gonna save? He wants to do both.
Got it.
So
Got it.
that's my speculation. It's a mom story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I watched that trailer early in the morning on low volume with my kids screaming. So I didn't hear all of the I didn't hear all the dialogue.
You just saw Spider-Man 29
I just-
ripping ass off a train. You're like, ah.
All I heard was like the music that gets you all emotional from the first movie paired with new images. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be so good.
I showed that trailer to my son and he's down. He's like, I want a Spider-Man birthday. It's like, yes,
Oh, nice.
all the Spider-Man toys. Let's go.
So you wanted
think I wanna-
Ghostbusters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, now Spider-Man. Sorry,
At
what'd you
one
say?
point, Pokemon. But
At one
I
Pokemon
kind of
revealed-
want a Spider-Man birthday too now for my
Danny,
next birthday. I
Let's
think I want one.
when you
Let's
do
send
that, send out the invites and I'll come.
Ooh, we can have
Really?
it the new Chubsy Wubsies.
Yeah,
I will-
have it in the new Chelsea's.
I will hold you to it.
Now, Chubsies and Mrs. Wubsies, do you host children's birthday parties at your new toy shop? And by children, I mean Danny.
Yeah, right. Dressed as Miles, right? Or not even. I want to be dressed like the what is it, polka dot guy? I don't know. his
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
I want to be
The
dressed like him.
spot. That was a
Yeah, the
Sarah.
spot.
Are you a cow or a Dalmatian?
You know what? I like that design of that character. I'm not familiar with that character, but I'm very interested. Even in the figure, like I don't know if you guys seen the figure. It comes with like these little dark circles, and like Miles's head is like popping out, and then
Yeah.
his hand is pretty cool. So I mean, I'm interested in that one.
I've seen people take the Sentinel figure and like take
Mhm.
off the hands and like
Yeah,
put it flush against one of the spots and the hand on another one.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Like clever.
Yeah, I can't. I kind of. I've been trying to find the Marvel Legends 2099 figure. I don't know. I just want that figure, and I know they're
Mm.
gonna probably make a Sentinel, which I'm really excited for, or a high end one.
SH already
Announced
put up
it?
a small promo coming soon.
Heck yeah, I love SH.
Yeah. I
Um,
love them. They're no Mezco.
Yeah, they just. I mean, honestly, I guess they don't really put out any communications, but they'll
Zero.
release their thing, and sometimes it might be delayed, but it will come out, and when it does, you're like, oh wow, it's already out. That's awesome.
Mhm. Don't you guys wish that email from Mezco was like sent on April 1st, so you could like expect that April Fools, right?
Could you imagine that? Oh, if a big toy company just trolled everyone.
That would have been like
April Fools, no one's getting 89 Batman.
It's not even that. It's like it shows like all the promo and production like things that they want to have happen. Like
yeah.
here's Nicholson, Joker.
Yes, yes. What you've been waiting
Right.
for? Mezco 1/12 Nicholson Joker.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
And
Mhm.
Batman's still not coming out yet.
Oh man.
But
would've
hey,
had a lot of
I
backlash.
understand. But like I said, it's okay to take a minute to complain so you can get it
Yeah.
all out, because
Mhm.
you don't want to be over positive and just
Yeah.
bury it deep down for it to come out, at an
Mhm.
inappropriate Thanksgiving dinner. So, just saying.
My family would be like, shut up about Batman 89 by now. God. Listen,
Pass the
toy boy.
potatoes.
Go fix a drink. Go.
I'm just gonna go to the chat and we can talk too. But hey, the chat is the best part of this show. We love hanging out with all of you. We love hearing everything that you want to say. It's already kicking right now. Let's go back to the very first chat, which was not a bird at 5:46 p.m. today.
546.
5:46.
Not a bird's my favorite.
But here's the thing. I can't even get to the very first one. Sequential plastic, Zach, was the one before that. And I don't know why it's not showing. Wow.
Mm.
You guys live on that. You just start off in the morning, just wait.
Dr. Space Cake came in at 6:12. And then this was me. I just wrote so early.
Dr. Spacecape, are you having a stream tomorrow night for the ToyPic Discord YouTube channel? Let us know.
What is that one called?
It is
It's on like the
figuratively speaking.
Figuratively speaking, that's right. Carlos, how's it going? Cal the Collector. Thanos Copter. I wish they made a Thanos Copter. Did they ever make a Thanos Copter?
I don't think so.
I
Well,
think that
no.
would be good.
Maybe like a Matchbox Hot Wheel size. I can imagine them doing that.
Thanos Copter. Do you have a Thanos Copter? There's Zach. There you are. How you doing?
What's going on?
We got Toy Mirth, part of the Discord as well, and the ToyPic community Discord, and also Figurative Speaking, which will be tomorrow. Is that what we're? Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. They went live last Thursday. I just was confirming via the chat. You know.
I am TJ Williams. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
And again, the third one of the three, figuratively speaking, and the ToyPic community Discord, Jaden. How's it going, buddy?
Otherwise known as Jaden Ivory.
Jaden Ivory. Oh, we got the Collector. Now, I'm not gonna share this with everyone, but he's a good prepper. Sorry, buddy. I'm putting together a team that can do photography and no one else can to save the world. What does that mean? Yeah. Okay. I read that out loud correctly, right? It didn't make sense.
I think it's a Nick Fury-esque statement. Although if photography is there to save the world, there's some trouble. The stakes are real low.
Mary Fox, what's going on? Mary, I want to do something this Friday. I just have to see if I'm going to be available. Let me know. Okay. Rabbit's Den, what's going on, buddy? Oh, thank goodness that one unworthy collecting. I thought you were trying to sell me on a definitely not pyramid scheme. You guys, so silly. Samurai Chris, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Clintastic 4. That's right. You're on the right show.
What's up, man?
Let's see, what do we got here? Keep looking. Collectible Fun, Matt, what's up, buddy? I really so Collectible Fun is going to fly in all the way from California into Legion's Con. I know Legion's Con is like so far away, but I can't wait to like hang out with him.
He's awesome.
Yeah, you hung out with him last Legion's Con, right?
Yes, and he had some family. He took us to this restaurant in Jersey, and when I tell you that food was amazing. I don't know if I should be saying this, but
did you really?
Yes, I forgot the name of the restaurant, but we went. I think it was like family, like it was part of his family. So we went and
that own it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nice spot. And we went out. A couple of us went out. I believe Agent Variant and some other people came, and great food, great time. We hung out, and he was awesome. He was awesome to hang out with the whole time.
Dude, we should do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
This time we got like a whole weekend, man. It's not just one night. Like, we're really excited. We're coming in Friday. I'm thinking the more and more I think about it, since we have that Friday off, like I wanted to leave earlier, make some stops.
You gotta pick me up at 3 o'clock in the morning again, aren't you?
I'm gonna pick you up at.
We're gonna have
2.
breakfast and then tailgate Four Horsemen Studios until they, move over to Legion's Con.
I'm just afraid that if we leave at the wrong time, we're gonna hit that New York City traffic, and I don't want that.
Chris,
We
you
can
should
leave
have
in
a
the morning.
radio. You should have like a boom box, like in the what movie was it? They
Oh,
hold it
Say
up
anything.
out the window.
Yeah.
Like just hold it up and just no chew and just looks out the window.
Yeah, I'm
So if I
fairly
was the Johnny
certain
Cusack character, I'm the girl.
I would
see it.
never
I
be
can see it.
invited over to No Chewing's house ever again.
No, I think my wife would find that reference really funny.
Yeah, not at 2:00 in the morning.
And that you have a boombox still.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Now you
Have your
do.
phone
From
up.
your breakdancing days, you still have a boombox and a giant piece of cardboard.
I wish I had broke. I wish I knew how to break dance. That would be cool. Don't you? I mean, it shows. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about breakdance. Remember when there were all those dance shows? Like,
So you think you can dance?
yeah. So you think you dance, or what was that MTV one where they had like the guys in the masks and
Dance
Oh,
crew
the-
battles?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
America's dance. America's favorite dance crew.
yeah. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
America's Dance Crew or something like that. Pablo,
And-
what's going
and
on?
Their
buddy?
names were Jabberwockies, and they were very
Jabberwockies. That's it.
symbolic of the time that was a thing.
This was one of my favorites from Unworthy right here.
there you go. Spoiler alert.
I think Fantastic Four. Yep, he's gonna be May. One of my favorite names. We got Nilla Gorilla.
What's going on?
Dr. Spacecape. I'm really excited for that. What else? Oh, Christopher Sullivan. How's it going, man? And we have Emerald Night Photos. We're gonna be talking about you later. And we got Great Mewtwo. Dance 360. America's Best Dance Crew. Clintastic 4. I didn't think you were gonna be the one that knew that. Nilla Gorilla.
Right.
I appreciate that
Shocking.
so much about you, buddy. I
Really?
gotta get to know you better.
So true.
He was secretly one of the Jabberwockies.
Can
It's
you
a Spider-Man
imagine?
thing. Anyone could be underneath the mask.
Right?
The stream is scheduled. Click the notification button for figuratively speaking.
Yes, tomorrow night.
Oh snap! It's Toy Talk. I mean TPC. That's right, buddy. Mike Hex. Everyone in the chat, thank you. Let's keep it bumping all day. Danny, don't be spilling Fantastic Four secrets.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, we all got a great show for you today. We're really excited. You know, one of these things that we do is we really get to know the toy photographer. And what we do is when the top 10 is like decided, what we do is, sorry, I'm trying to pull up the script. What we do is ask them 4 questions. What was your favorite toy growing up? What are the figures you used in this photo? What is the story behind your picture? And what is making you happy in the toy community right now? And it really just helps in terms of getting to know the photographer and also just diving more into the photo itself. I was just giving you a lob, no chewing to
Sorry,
maybe
something went on my phone for a second. All right, let's kick it off. I was just like, click focus. All right, we're gonna kick off the slides.
Yeah, hold on. I just wanted to put this one. Rabbit's Den, who's Filipino, says if you're Filipino, you're either a nurse or a Jabberwocky.
Solid.
No Chewing is known for his crumping.
You know, 8 drinks in me, I dance.
Hey, Legion's Con, we might have to make that happen.
Has
I
to
don't
be
know.
8 or more.
Well, we're gonna get 8
Anything
or
after
more.
10 is a mistake for you guys.
I mean, I would love to see No Chewing dance. I don't know who else wouldn't.
I don't know if this Irish bar is a dance battle place.
Well, hey, if there's a jukebox, I'm playing a lot of Eddie Money songs. I'm just letting you know.
Mhm.
All right. Well, let's get into the TPC top 10. For March 31st. We're really excited. Here we go.
All right. We start off each week with the ongoing challenge that we have set out. Actually inspired by the people in this chat, by photographers that submitted photos to the ToyPic community. Start off with Burkhead Toys doing this fantastic shot of Toy Story characters in a Mandalorian setting. As the conversation, evolved, it became the Randalorian. Fantastic Four created our logo. The inspiration of the challenge was pretty much developed by you guys. So, using the hashtag Randalorian, any photo in a Star Wars setting, not using Star Wars characters, you can use the hashtag, tag us. We're going to have a giveaway night at the end of season 3 of The Mandalorian, sponsored by Atmosphere Aerosol, Extreme Sets, Toy Father. And each week we just want to grab 2 photos, or actually we probably could do more. There's been a lot of great photos coming through to say, hey, this is fantastic. We're enjoying this immensely. So I picked these 2. It's one photo by First Strike Figs and the other photo by Daddy Gorbucks.
Man, First Strike Figs. I think Danny, you turned me on to him. In terms of just his photos, they're incredible.
He's awesome.
He's so good in terms of all the effects that he puts on his photos.
Seamless, every effect.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Who does the Goonies? Because I want him. I have a Christmas ornament of him, but I want this figure.
NECA does those.
Yeah.
Those are like the retro cloth. Yeah, those are like kind of like the retro cloth figures, like the Christmas Story and
I have what's his name? This guy. Is it like this thing?
Yes. Like
okay.
Bob Ross. Yep, exactly like that.
Nice.
Oh, so it's kind of like that style.
Yeah.
You just have a Bob Ross figure by your desk.
I do. I love Bob Ross.
No, all the power to you. You gotta shoot him.
Bob Ross is very relaxing.
Seriously.
I have shot him. I did a Deadpool a long time ago, but yes, I have Bob Ross.
But there were a lot of good ones. Actually, the ones that I probably should have just posted, there was a Mezco Monday collab of 6 photographers. Daddy Gorbucks is one of them, and they all used Mezco figures, satisfying this Randalorian challenge, which is very loose. Has to be Star Wars-ish.
Yeah.
So anyone that wants to, feel free to use that tag. There'll be a giveaway in a few weeks. I don't know, Danny, do you watch The Mandalorian?
I do not.
It's okay.
I do not. I do not.
Okay.
I do
It's a
not
safe
watch,
space. You can say it.
I do not watch The Mandalorian. No, but I've heard about The Mandalorian.
All right, everyone. It's been great hanging out with Toy Attic. Just kidding.
Sorry.
Not just checking.
It's a lot of fun, but totally.
Were you ever a Star Wars fan?
Me? No. My dad is still a big Star Wars fan. I could never get into I respect the fandom and the movies and all the history or whatever, but I was just never into like that. Like I was more into like Power Rangers and and G.I. Joes and but I was honestly I was really into like more of like I grew up with Turtles, and like as far as like movies, I grew up with a lot of like horror movies and like action movies.
WMAC Masters.
There you go, that too.
We're gonna get back into that.
Yes. So I mean, I have a respect for the like I said, I have a respect for it because it has a big fan base. So
it doesn't. I mean, yeah, of course, and it's really just not everyone's cup of tea, which is really fun.
Do you have any Star Wars figures? Just knowing you,
I know
well
you.
Enough?
I know you have one. Darth
I have
Vader.
I have two actually.
Darth Vader and Ahsoka.
No, I have Lion. I have Darth Vader, Ahsoka, and I have the Hot Toys Grogu.
Oh.
Yeah, I have that one. I wanted it because it's like 1-to-1 scale. I haven't.
No, that's a really good one to get.
No, he's awesome. But he's awesome.
Grogu and Baby Groot are like the perfect Hot Toys to buy.
Yeah. Yes.
Great Me Too. I remember WMAC Masters Tiger Claws still the best. I honestly tried to watch because I sent you that YouTube with all of season 1. Was there season 2? All the seasons.
Yes.
And I tried to watch the first episode. Woof. So it was really hard to get through. It's really hard to get through. But I will power through them.
There you go.
I will not. I hold a fond memory of all the that I watched the intro, in that intro video or song. That's enough for me. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna feel good.
You're like, I'm out.
Leave my childhood alone, people. It was really cool.
Well, these are 2 amazing photos, and I will tell you, I need to get this Goonies double pack or 2-pack, but I see it's out of stock. So
I'm surprised I've never bought this because I want the whole Superman shirt was like,
yes.
I can't believe I never bought this 2-pack.
Me either. When did it come out?
I think it's been a while.
Really? Has it been that long? What years?
I want to say it's 2020.
Probably, yeah.
Really? I feel like just recently I started to see pictures of them. If anyone in chat knows, let us know.
This is the second picture I've seen of Goonie characters.
I feel like they've been popping up. But I mean, I see all the same stuff that you see. So
yeah.
All
right. Again, the challenge is still open. The season finale of Mandalorian is on the 19th, I believe. So that's where we will cap submissions and start to figure out how to do the giveaway the following week. So there's still time, people. Awesome. Enjoy the Mandalorian. It's great. Danny, catch up. There's not a lot of episodes. There's 3 seasons. Each season's like 9 episodes.
I think you'd like it. I actually think you'd like Mando.
It's pretty isolated. The first
season. I think I'll watch it after WMAC Masters.
As a palate cleanser, you're like, ooh, this show from the early 90s. This show from the early 2020s. Ooh.
I do think we need to watch. I still want to watch Mortal Kombat 2 and talk about it on ToyPic.
I would so do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
We should.
Let's do that.
I mean, I think it's only been a couple years since I watched Annihilation.
Really? So you watched it recently?
Yeah. I mean,
why? It really was a terrible movie.
You don't like movies.
I'm with Danny on this. It was a.
It is a terrible movie, but it wasn't a terrible movie growing up. Growing up to me, it was like the best.
You said that you were going to walk out on it.
No, if you remember, if you go back to the Toy Talk episode, I said that when I watched that movie when I was younger, I thought it was the greatest video game movie ever. I thought it was like the best. But then when after you watch it, you're like, yeah, what was I thinking? This movie's bad.
I mean, at the time, it was the second video game movie. So,
well, I mean, you had the Super Mario's with with John Leguizamo. Remember that one? I kind of enjoyed that one when I was younger.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
I love the boots that could bounce you further.
Yeah,
right. That was pretty cool.
Oh, the elevator dance scene.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's another movie talk. So let's go on to the top 10. Nope, let's not. Let's talk about this.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to cover this one?
Yeah, let's do it. So sometimes when we reach out to people on the top 10, they don't respond back in time for our show, whether it's a lack of us not getting to them in time or they just don't check their DMs. It's totally fine. But we do say, please get back to us and we'll try to come back and talk about it in the chat and on the next show. I'm just trying to find. Okay, here we go. So this one's from Platypus Robot. This was on last week's, I believe. It was a great photo using Minimates, and we were really excited just to talk about it. But I'm so glad they got back to us. So what was your favorite toy growing up? Growing up, I was a big G.I. Joe kid. I got as many as I could. My fave, because I was a big old nerd, was Mainframe, the computer hacker guy. Still waiting on the classified figure. Oh, that would be a good one.
I'd buy that one. Mainframe. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
What are the figures in the photo? In my photo, there were 3 mini mates: a battle damaged Daredevil, from the one of the very first series from 20 years ago. So I remember when we talked about this, we wondered if it was a custom or actual mini mate that got released. Gene DeWolf and a Kip Bash old man cop. Awesome.
Nice.
What inspired this picture? The picture in question was from a month-long event organized by the Mini Mate called March of Mini Mates, by Mini Mated, sorry, called March of Mini Mates, where we were challenged to take a picture each day based on a prompt. Basically, OC Toyber. Oh, sorry. October. But OC Toyber.
It's a California version of a challenge.
But just for mini mates, the prompt that day was defeated. I wanted a picture that showed defeat without the victor, because otherwise it could be misconstrued as a victory picture, you know? So I had this idea in the back alley mishap shot from overhead and slowly assembled the scene. I'm pretty happy how it turned out. It turned out great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a cool picture.
He didn't have a answer for the last question. What's making you happy in the toy community right now? But I'll tell you, this is making me really happy right now.
Yeah, it was. I actually nominated this photo, and I found a lot of mini mate photographers from last month as I was trying to keep up with March of Mini Mates. So this, for me, this was a very impressive shot with the layering of with the street light, with the crowd surrounding Daredevil, and then Daredevil on the actual ground. So it had that nice layer for me.
Yeah, it was really nice. What a great photo. Thank you, Platypus Robot. Thanks for sharing your answers. All right, now let's get into the top 10.
Number 10. Number 10, we have Turbo Man 0218, a complete stranger to us. Again,
it's like, we know him.
We do know Turbo Man. Let's start with Danny. What do you like about the shot?
Just the setup. I love the setup. I love the lighting. I'm really big with lighting in photos. Like that's the thing that like I gravitate the most, and I just love how how it's dark. Like the hand ninjas are like dark, and then the light is kind of shining on Daredevil, and it's just an awesome pose. You know, something's about to go down in this shot. So it's awesome. I love the posing, the walking pose. I love how the hand is positioned behind him. It shows his, he's the man. He's in the front, ready to go. So I love it.
Yeah, going back to, I think we talked about this last week. I really want to get better with my walking pose. I love a good walking pose, right? When done right, it makes the scene just so dynamic. And you're right, Danny, like Daredevil is the master hand, right?
Yep.
Which storyline is this from? Shadowland?
I want to say Shadowland. I think it's Shadowland, because
Is
that's
that the one where he became the Kingpin, basically?
Basically, he came to the head of like the hand, basically.
Nice.
I don't know, like I don't think he's the head of. I don't think it was the Kingpin, but he was definitely the head of the hand.
But there was a storyline where he did become the Kingpin, right?
Yeah, there was. I'm not sure if this was the same one though. It might have been. But yeah, this is great. Love this photo. Great. Yeah. It's so simple, right? Like,
yeah.
Look at the newspaper down there.
Oh yeah,
bottom right. So like, I like that dio too. Look at that dio.
I don't know if you guys noticed. Also, it doesn't take away from Daredevil at all. Like it's a shot with like multiple figures, but even have like just him being in the middle. Like sometimes that could happen too, right? Like you could take a shot of a bunch of figures, and sometimes we make the mistake where we take away from what our main character is. And this shot doesn't do that. Like like when you see it, like your eyes quickly jump on Daredevil because he just pops. I don't know what it is. It just pops so well.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Even the ninjas, as you're saying, the ninjas kind of blend in. With the brick, and it fits ninjas perfectly. Yeah, this is great.
They definitely should make a Daredevil from War of Realms. How many hand ninjas did they make? Because I feel like they're always on sale and they're unlimited amount of hand ninjas,
There
I
are
could.
3.
right? All right. Well, Turbo Man did get back to us.
Actually, I want to know what Daniel's going to say about
Oh,
hand ninjas.
Well, I was
Sounds
actually.
dirty.
I was no. I was actually collecting. I'm gonna behave. I was collecting. I promise. No, I was actually trying to collect these, and I could never find. I like found one hand ninja, but I could never find any of them ever. So like, when you said how many were made, I was just gonna say one because that's the only one I found.
Yeah, because actually, just realizing what hand ninja this is. It's the red one, and there are like 6 of them. Now I'm imagining that Turbo Man has, because the Build-A-Figure piece that came with these hand ninjas were the legs.
Mm.
So to Stilt Man. So now I wonder how tall Turbo Man's Stilt Man is, if he's like 3 feet high.
So, what Mike Heck said, they're on sale at Burlington Coat Factory. I have such here. Let's go to a Toy Father story. I have such bad memories of I don't have bad memories of Burlington, but like my parents were always looking for a deal for whether it was like hand-me-down coats or like boots or whatever that. Burlington Coat Factory was like a treat going when we got winter coats. I remember I got the worst looking winter coat that looked like it was from the 80s. Well, I guess it was the 80s, but it was like late 80s, and it was like gray, and it had like a red ring, a blue ring, and I hated it so much. Like, I hated it so much, but it was on clearance and it was a good deal and it was just going to keep me warm. And so that's the last thing I think about when I think of Burlington Coat Factory. And then one of the very first things I think about is The Office, when Michael J. Scott talks about his favorite places to shop, and one of them is Burlington Coat Factory.
I was just watching that episode. It was they have the fan cut episodes on Peacock, and that's the surplus episode where he says you walk into Burlington Coat Factory with $792, you go in as a king.
That's
so true. So true. All right, well, that's my Burlington Coat Factory story. Let's go back to Turbo Man. What was your favorite toy growing up? It was Kenner's Power Lines, the Kenner's Superpowers line, DC. His favorite, probably the Batman specifically, but the entire line was so vibrant and awesome. Number 2, what are the figures in the picture? Daredevil and the Hand Ninjas. That's it. What was the inspiration behind this photo? This was honestly taken as a promo picture to show off my latest diorama project. Yeah.
That's right. Turbo Man makes dioramas.
Yes.
Awesome.
Really good dioramas. It was a large modular alleyway and rooftop where the parts can swap around for tons of different layouts. It looks great.
It does.
It's really good.
What's making you happy in the toy community right now? Just building dioramas and taking fun toy pics. That's it. You did a great job, Turbo Man. And hit Turbo Man up if you want an awesome dio. Check him out.
I know Turbo Man does, he's talking about this large modular one, but he also does a lot of smaller pieces too. So depending on your budget, there's some options out there.
Yeah. You come in with $782 and you walk out like a king if you go with Turbo Man or Burlington Factory.
If you walk in with $792 for any of the dial makers, you're gonna walk out pretty happy. I'm just saying.
Seriously.
I mean, lower your expectations a little bit. You're not walking out with like a city, but
exactly. All right, let's go to number 9.
Number 9. All right, number 9, we got CT Dot 1538 with this fantastic Predator shot. Danny, what do you like about this shot?
Well, first off, I love the Predator. He's awesome. And is this the Mezco Predator?
That's the Mezco.
Yeah, it is a Mezco. I have such an appreciation for outdoor shots. Sometimes you get your best lighting outside. And this figure right here, it's when he's shot well outside, he really pops. And it's such a this is like, I used to call this the cheapest and this is with all due respect to this photo, because this photo is amazing. I used to always call, shots outside the cheapest way to go, because you had already a dial, there was already, trees, you could set up whatever you wanted, and it's just great. I love this photo. I love how, again, it blurs out the back so it doesn't take away from the figure. The pose is great. It's just, Predator standing there. It kind of, I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would think it was a movie still, how good it is. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's great.
definitely. It looks like a person in costume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that bokeh in the back, Danny, really makes that figure pop. It really does.
Boca. Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. Toy Father spells with 2 C's and an E.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hibachi in the back.
Bocce in the back. Bocce ball in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you were saying about, taking a figure out in the, just taking it to your backyard or in the woods instantly becomes a good diorama for the figure. And I see Sir Dork in the chat right now. What's going on, Jared? But that was one of the first videos I clicked on his. He showed taking just simple tree branches and sticking them into the ground to make it look like a forest. And I did that the first time. I'm like, this is really amazing. This is crap that's laying in my yard. And I'm just like rearranging slightly. It looks awesome.
I had this trail. I used to do that as well. I used to grab like broken branches and try to make like a forest, and like it was funny because I used to go to the trail, so people walking their dog, they were like looking at me, so I'm like trying to put the sticks and taking photos, so they would just stare. So I was like, I didn't know if they were like thought I was a weirdo or I don't know, but I was having fun. So
I have neighbors that can see directly into my backyard, and whenever I was outside shooting toys, I'd always be like, hey kid, like to like my son or daughter, I was like, come over here. They're like, what? It's like, help me not look like a weirdo to our neighbors, will you? I just don't want to explain it to them. They're like,
yeah, right.
Hey, at least it's in your backyard. I remember when I first did this, I would go to like this park and have my kids play, and then I would go off like right near like the corner to like take a picture at like dusk or something, and there would be tons of people walking with their dogs and passing by me, staring at me, the dogs knocking over my figures, and I would just get really annoyed. But what I really do like about this one photo, like you said, it's such an easy setup, but I feel like they did a great job proportioning the sticks and all of that to make it look like it's not that this figure is like life-sized, Well, CT1538 did get back to us. What was your favorite toy growing up? I have this 3 3/4 inch Hasbro Clone Trooper I've had since I bought it off the shelf 10 years old. What is the figure in the picture? It is the Mezco 1/12 Jungle Hunter Predator. What's the inspiration behind the photo? I wanted to shoot Predator in its natural habitat, so I took it to a fallen tree in my neighborhood. Oh, okay. Yeah.
oh, nice.
What makes you happy in the toy community right now? All of the support makes me thrilled about the toy community. Not only do we get cool figures, we get an insane amount of support from friends and fellow photographers and collectors.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, you know what? This was a great photo. You should be proud of it. And how big was this tree that fell? It looks really big in comparison to the 1/12 scale Predator. But
Chris,
nice
did you open
job.
this figure?
I haven't opened it yet. It's still there. I opened a bunch of like Mezcos the other day that I had been behind, and I was like, I'm not going to open this one just yet. All right.
Moving on to number 8.
So cool.
Number 8, we got TRD for toys. I hope that I'm saying that right.
Well, I was going to say TRD Fort Oys.
Fort Oys? Or
and that was clearly wrong.
Trade for toys? Either way, Danny, go first.
Quickly, the first thing that I love is the angle of this photo. I just love like when people like just venture out. Like whether you're using your phone or your camera, you're not just staying with that same. You're like moving the camera around, and that's something that I try to do sometime as well. And I just love the angle and how it kind of blurs out his staff. I'm not too familiar with, I know the masters. I know this is Skeletor. I'm not too familiar with everything, but I love how the angle is. I love how, you know, you can see kind of the smoke, the aerosol. I don't know if you use the smoke machine or aerosol in the back, and just the lighting is great. Also, I love how it doesn't take away from the skull. You can kind of see it still, and it's just an amazing shot. But again, the angle is just what sticks out so much on this photo. It looks great. It's poster quality, so I love it.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. This could easily be a promo shot for.
Mhm.
I want to say this is Mondo. That did
This
this
oh,
one.
is this Mondo?
Really? Mm.
Only because I know it doesn't look like something Mattel put out.
Yeah,
I was
you're
gonna say
detail on
Super
the skull.
Skull. Hmm.
You're right.
Oh.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I thought they just did a lot of work on the back end to make this Mattel figure look good, but then I was looking at the head sculpt. I was like, mine doesn't look this good. My Mattel one. So I think you're right. I think it might be a Mondo.
And it looks pinless too. So
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
If Danny, on the TPC top 10, we're big fans of what we call the Dutch tilt. This isn't a Dutch tilt, am I correct? No chewing. What would this be called?
I believe 88 said that this would be considered more of a bird's eye view.
Okay. Way to pull that one out.
Or maybe Machu said it.
No, I think you're right.
Very good at that.
No, I think you're
I
right.
just make up something.
I think 88 did it.
It's called a drone shot, Chris. For one thing, you
Technical term is drone shot.
it's robotic birds, and what you do.
Well, CT1538 didn't. Oh no, sorry. Sorry. TRD Fort. TRD for Toys did not get back to us with answers, but please, that doesn't mean that you can't come back with answers. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what kind of figure this is, if it is Mondo or not. I've been so tempted with those Mondos, but you know what holds me is that price point.
Yeah, you know what holds me? Funko. And letting go some of the Mondo team.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I don't know any. I don't know that.
Yeah. Again, trying to stay positive.
Okay.
Those that like Funko, that's cool. This is more of an inner workings thing where they acquired Mondo over the summer and they let go of a lot of the founders recently.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Unfortunately.
I really liked Mondo's sculpts though. My goodness. That
Mondo
Battle Cat that came out.
I would say Mondo did, besides like the original comic book, like Mirage NECA Turtles, their turtles were really good. Remember the Mondo turtles that they had? Those were really, really good. Like,
how much were those?
Price, I remember they were on Sideshow for like $100, I believe.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah, they had them on Sideshow. They had Michelangelo and Donatello. Raphael was always so hard to find, and also Leonardo. They were always so hard to find, and now they're like going for like crazy money right now. Yeah. But even Mondo did. I have the God of War 4 figure, and he's amazing.
That Mondo Battle Cat. Yeah. Cost more than my budget at Burlington Coat Factory.
Yes. That's almost more than Michael Scott's budget at Burlington Coat Factory. I will say with Mondo itself, for a while, a couple of friends that I used to work with used to always talk about Mondo prints, and one was actually a collector. And it was the hardest thing imaginable trying to get one of their releases.
Yes.
They would go in like 30 seconds, gone.
Yeah.
It would be in your cart. Nope, you didn't click fast enough somehow.
I think I did get. I have to look downstairs. I think I did end up getting a Mondo print in college. It was on a movie. I forget what it was. It may have been the Batman. I can't remember.
Yeah,
it wasn't plain.
Plane.
It
It
wasn't
wasn't
what?
the one with what's the plane? It wasn't one for plane. What's the movie with the
No, I missed out on that one. When that came out, it like sold out like because they're big Gerard Butler fans, and so when Mondo came out with their Gerard Butler series,
The
like
Gerard collection.
the Gerard collection,
the
it
Gerard?
had P.S. I
P.S.
Love
I
You.
Love
It
You
was
is
P.S.
so
I Love
good.
You. 300,
Gerard.
of course, and then the latest release, which was Plane.
His
And
most
those
popular
three,
one is the one where he and Katherine Heigl star as reporters.
and so those went out like really quick, and I couldn't believe it. Like they must have only had like 100. So
The Gerard signature series. That's what they called it.
the Gerard signature series.
This is signature.
I
series.
mean, they didn't include the Olympus series because that was another one that came out like earlier.
Well, yeah, you have to collect all of them. You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a trilogy.
Well, I can't wait for Ship, everyone. So I'm just letting you know.
All right, everyone. TRD for Toys has, if you go to their page on Instagram, a lot of great photos. Feel free to give this photographer a visit. TRD for Toys. If you come back with us with answers, we'll happily talk about those answers on a following show.
And follow any of these. Follow all of these photographers because they're just fantastic photographers, and we got to support. We got to support everyone.
Oh, and
Absolutely.
before, as well as that, because we skipped over plug-in and tagging. Please click like, subscribe, share this out. Dane's mom, please sub our ToyPic community channel. No, please. Come on, Mama Addict. Come on, let's go. Mama Toy Addict. Let's go.
We're just asking to click a button. I mean,
she's gonna be like, "What is TPC? What is that?"
You're like,
Gerard Butler is there. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah. This is on your way to the Burlington Coat Factory. Telling us.
Right.
All right.
Let's move on to number 7.
Yeah.
Number 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 7. A very familiar name to this channel, Toy Talk, very much present everywhere. Amazing photographer. Not a bird, not a plane photography. Daniel, would you like to go first?
Yes, thank you. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a fun shot. It's someone that this is what toy photography represents right here. Just having fun with your figures, taking an awesome shot, and again, it's fun. If you see it, it's I know that's the Super 7 figure, and like just the setup, it's great. It's
what is it like? So what is this character?
Oh, it's a hippo from the Super 7 from I think from Disney.
Fantasia.
Fantasia. There you go.
Okay.
So it's the scene of the hippos ballet dancing with was it alligators?
Cool.
Oh. I think, and then shot like, and not just this photo. Like a lot of his photos are fun. Like I seen the one he did with I believe it was Kermit. Was it Kermit the Frog on a ship or something like that? He did once.
Yeah.
It's like every shot that he does. Like it's like I think we talked about this. Like he has this. Like he shows his creativity in all his shots, but in all his photos, like you know that he was having fun doing it, and that's what's important about this hobby. Is just not only it's not just taking great shots, but it's actually having fun, and this shows that. So excellent job. Like I love the lighting, everything about it. It's just I think somebody had said in the comments it makes them happy. When I see it, it makes me happy looking at it. It's awesome shot.
Yeah, absolute pure joy. And special thank you to Not a Bird, Not a Plane Sully. He did this awesome shot today.
Promo
for
shot.
Toy Daddies. And it made me so happy.
It was definitely incredible.
Yeah.
And again, it was like right before the show, we were all talking about just amazing photography. Not a Bird came up, your name came up, and you keep doing things that like push the boundaries of what we thought you knew about photography, and you just like come out with a brand new skill on a photo that you just release like the next day, and it's incredible. Like just the scope of your skill in toy photography. So first of all, thank you for that Toy Daddy's picture. That was our photo. That was fantastic. But thank you for just being also just an amazing person in the community, because you're always so positive. You're always supporting. You're always lifting people up, and that's what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Not a Bird did give us some pictures, some answers. I did ask some slightly different questions because I think he's been featured a few times. So, what is your favorite toy right now? My favorite toy right now is the last Ronin turtle, which we saw in that Toy Daddy's photo today. All armor. Not a Bird, I'm going to ask you something. Did you get the no armor too? Are you tempted to get the no armor if you have not?
It's called the shirtless turtle.
Is it really?
And you like it better.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Not a Bird?
I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to you.
Yeah. You're the one that got it.
I don't think Sully's like, oh yeah, I like that shirtless
I don't know.
shirtless turtle.
I don't know what kind of DMs you have.
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. Fair.
What's the figure in your photo? The figure in my photo is the Super 7 Hippo from Fantasia, with props from the Muffets, Palisades, and the Mad Hatter from Super 7 as well. Oh, that's where all those props came from. Cool. What's the story behind your photo? The story behind my photo is the happy lady who is proud and beautiful. She makes no apologies for who she is. She likes to eat, listen to music, and dance. She likes to celebrate life, to give joy to each other. I just imagine she gives you the best hugs you've ever received. And as I read that, I was going to tear up because that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. What a great story behind that picture. What's making you happy in the toy community right now? My photography goal for right now, currently I have a few things up in the air, but my real goal, I think, is to slow down. No.
Why?
Have more, hold on. Have more quality pictures rather than feel like I have to post every day. I hear you on that. You do it so you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You don't have to post every day.
Do what makes you happy.
Absolutely.
To give you examples, I myself have been posting almost every day for the past couple months, like probably a month or two. But before that, I would go long stretches of like 2 weeks off, week off here and there. During the summer, I'm like every other week. I'm gonna post like maybe 3 or 4 shots and then disappear for a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. Do what makes you happy. This is an outlet for most of us, and it should stay that way.
Exactly. He would like to hone my craft, take more photography classes. Work on many half-finished dios I have lying around, and continue to meet amazing people on Instagram that constantly inspire me to do better every day.
Yeah, I started learning 3D printing, and I'm always impressed by folks that just pick that up.
Yeah. How about like people that just pick up like dio making? That impresses me. At Cox Creates wife, like, was bored and wanted to pick up a hobby and did a brick wall that looks incredible.
It wasn't just the brick wall; it was the brick wall and then the connecting pieces, so it made like a small courtyard.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't what was making you happy now. It is what is your goals right now. That's right. So that's his goal.
Oh, you changed the questions too. I changed it for Clintastic later on in the show.
Yeah. So yeah, what is your goal right now? That was it. So, well, awesome. Not a bird. You're just a great person in the community. So thank you. Should we move forward?
Yes, let's go.
52 checkup. Look at that number, standing strong for Toy Father.
What's up with that?
I know it seems like I'm getting a lot, but they've already been added to my list. So these are like things that are finally coming in.
Yep. Yimbo can't be here to explain his number, but he's creeping up, and especially because he's leaned into the gaming of this all. So he's been selling a lot, giving away a lot.
I believe he's at 152.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was at like 100 toys already.
Literally, like Yimbo, he comes in with like a crate of toys each week, and yet his number is always like at 20 or 30.
I know, right? Like that's why I swear that's why he's doing the giveaways each week now.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
I give away a toy.
So true. I was tempted to do that too. I was like, that's so smart.
I'm gonna do it at Chris Con. You're gonna see me walk around with a big bin of Funko Pops, handing it off to children. You get a pop. You get a pop.
I have something in mind, just something like that too. But so you're at 32.
Yeah, so that was before the Mezco.
Oh, you're at 31.
So I went down to 31, but then I pre-ordered Gwen and Miles, so I'm at 33.
Oh, okay. Well, those didn't charge yet. I don't. Does that count? Because you didn't put any money down.
If that's the case, if we all, at this point, maybe we should align with Yimbo and have that be the case about what shows up on the 52. I probably have to shave off like 20 of the figures.
So you're at 12.
All
Is that what you're
pre-orders.
saying you're at 12.
Probably that I've actually received and paid for in the same year. Yeah,
But I mean, any pre-order like amount, like so, like the turtles, the not turtles, the turtle not turtles.
yeah,
We put down like $5, so that still counts as a purchase.
yeah. That still counts.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is, like, whatever doesn't show up this year, it still doesn't count to your 52. So we really won't know until the end of the year.
Yeah, that's true. Like I pre-ordered Mando, Mafix Mando, and that says December, but
Yeah,
I don't really think that's gonna show up in December.
it won't. And
I
I
haven't charged.
But again, this isn't necessarily like, yes, it's a fun little competition between us, but at the same time, it's really just to be responsible and keep in check our purchases, really, or what we're buying. I really appreciate it because I really love looking at that spreadsheet that I'm like, all right, I bought this, and it does make. I mean, yes, I do go crazy sometimes, like at that Hasbro sale, and I bought like 6 figures, but at the same time, like I do love looking at that
Gonna
spreadsheet
count
and
like 2 of them.
keeps me accountable. No, I counted all 6, but yeah, I mean, it's just I think this is just a good thing in terms.
I think it's just for me, it's mainly just fun checking in with everyone every week and talking about like it makes me realize which figures I ordered this week. Like the 3 this week was the 2SH Miles and Gwen, and then it was the Mafix Hush Superman from J Shot. And so instead of just thinking like
you're gonna love that,
oh, I got these figures, I'm starting to break them up and actually appreciate them more because I am thinking of them each week.
Yes, and it's you're right. You think about them, and you're also like considering you're not. Yes, the 52 is in the back of your mind, but it also the 52 makes you be like, all right, is it 52 worthy? And I will tell you, this Huntress is 52 worthy.
You just want me to be at 34, and then I'm just gonna be all of a sudden at 36. Because then I'm gonna get Poison Ivy, I'm gonna get Harley Quinn.
Oh, you gotta get Poison Ivy.
See the slippery slope? Start off with one Mafex Batman, and suddenly I have the entire Hush line.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know you're considering it.
I am. I really am.
And I know, Danny, you buy what you want, and I honestly, I think you're into the horror figs, right? Like, so you have a specific niche, and I commend you on like your control. I know there was a time, just like all of us, we were just bought everything, right?
Yeah.
But I do think that you have some sort of like good control and it's an impulse control to some degree when it comes to like this year of buying figures.
Yeah, I mean, because when I was buying everything was just laying around in boxes, and I wasn't taking photos of them, so it was like no point of like doing that. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stick to one thing that I know I'm gonna open and take photos of. So
I can imagine, Danny, for you, 52 wouldn't even be trying to maintain a limit to 52. It would be better off just being like, I'm opening 52 figures this year.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, it is hard sometimes. There are other figures that are not horror related that I'm like, I really want, but it's like I start asking myself, am I really gonna just take photos of this figure? Or it's just gonna be laying around? So I'm like, I don't want it. So it's easy.
Yeah. Does this figure mean anything to you? Yeah.
No, not as much as that Huntress would. Like, I don't know.
Get the Huntress, everyone. Get the Huntress.
Are you thinking about the Huntress?
I don't know. I agree with Chris. The sculpt is like next level. So I mean, again, what am I gonna do with her? it's just, am I gonna buy her because the sculpt is great?
Hunt some vampires. Ooh, mix up some mythics.
You know, that could work. She looks great.
Oh, she looks sharp.
Yeah,
She's really good.
yeah.
Just
How does she
saying.
pose? Get her in good pose.
I'm not good at posing. Now you're making me nervous.
Give her a sweet walking pose.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Like-
just fucking
like-
with you. You don't have to worry about it.
Here's the pose.
I'm also afraid you're gonna break her somehow. It's gonna be my fault. So just put it back in.
I was gonna
the
say,
regular pose.
give her a nice
Yes.
walking into Burlington pose.
Working Burlington Goat Factory.
Take off
walking
the
into
coat.
Burlington.
Get one of those.
I'm
Take off
going-
the cape, put on a coat. It'll be perfect.
I'm gonna contact Turbo Man, have him make me a Burlington Coat Factory dio.
There you go.
1/12 scale.
You laugh, but that would be
That would be
be
awesome.
good
cool.
photography
That would-
if you
yeah.
have the spinny racks and she's just like
Mhm.
kind of like.
That would be funny, actually. Oh, maybe we do that. Well, that's a 52 checkup. Oh God, yes.
Yes, another friendly, familiar name. Always in our chats, always very supportive. At number 6, we have Emerald Knight Photos.
hmm
All right, switch up. Chris, would you like to go first?
Yes, please. Now, I grew up. I mean, I was born in '81, but many of the toys that I started out with were Thundercats, Transformers. I was never big into GI Joe, but I watched GI Joe,
Mm.
and He-Man. So those were great ones. And then Ninja Turtles when I got older. But man, the Fearsome Four right here was just when I looked at it, I was like, this is so fantastic. I love just the feel of this. I love it's just a friendly game of ball with 4 of my favorite 80s toys.
Which team do you think is winning? Optimus Prime, He-Man, Lion-O, and Duke?
There is no question it's Optimus Prime He-Man.
Mhm.
What is Duke doing on the court? He has no business doing it on the court.
Hey, he's a tactician. He might come up with some good plays.
Yeah, okay. Tacticians usually stay in the box. They don't go down to the court.
I mean, one's a lion. I mean, one could be, just dish the ball to the lion.
I mean, like Dr. Spacescape said. Oh, Steph's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Yo, what's up, Detour?
Yeah, I love it. Danny, what do you think about this one? I know you're a big fan of these.
Yeah, big fan. It's similar to Not a Bird's. It's a fun shot. It's a fun shot. It's the battle of the 80s. So it's fun. I love that. I love when people do this. I love when this is someone having fun. Not taking themselves. Not really say that, but not taking themselves too serious. Having a good time with their toys and just doing fun shots. It's nice to see fun shots like these during like the feeds and stuff like that. It's not always portrait, and and everybody has a different style. And again, this is awesome. I like it. I really don't understand what Duke is doing either. So I don't know what he's doing. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you can kind of like tell, like, see how Lionel, how frustrated he is. Like, I wish
Duke said next up, but the people on the court at the time weren't Optimus Prime and He-Man.
Yeah.
It was
all right. He's like, I wish I would have picked like somebody else, like maybe like Snake Eyes to be in my team. Like, what? But it's awesome. The shot is awesome. Like, I love.
Duke just coming in super confident onto the court. He's like, I got this.
It's awesome though.
Well, Emerald Knight got back to us with answers. What was your favorite toy growing up? A combination of Masters of the Universe and G.I. Joe.
Mm.
What are the figures in your photo? The 4 pillars of the 80s toys: Masterverse, He-Man, Super 7, Ultimates, Lion-O, Duke, and Optimus Prime. So all those are Super 7.
Oh.
What's the story behind your picture? It's put me in, coach. Duke finally gets his time in the sun. He's able to. No, I'm just joking. I just made that up.
Oh, could you? Oh, I thought it was perfect. Like, wow, you never know. It was just like, what is Duke doing on the court?
so good though.
He's just trying to
I
impress
believe
Scarlett
that.
off to the side. Oh man.
Wow.
He's just popping threes from halfway.
Like I believe everything you said. I was like, wow, really?
Like
Now I
Emerald
know.
Knight, I dig the story. You know what you're doing.
Oh man.
No, I thought it'd be funny to have the idea to have the heroes of the 80s do a quick pickup game of 2-on-2. What is making you happy in the toy community right now? The camaraderie amongst all of the collectors and artists, along with everyone I met, being so positive, always lending
Mhm.
support and a helping hand.
Awesome.
Let's do another Duke like put me in coach series. Maybe that will be our next like challenge.
Mhm.
Could you imagine? That'd be amazing.
Duke did take a snake to the chest so he didn't count Duke out.
Fair enough.
Oh, he gets followed immediately.
Hey Papa Mulan, how's it going?
Papa Milan, what's up? Thank you for joining us.
All right. Well, hey, Emerald, I really appreciate Emerald Knight. Like, he's always such a great support in the community, and he's just a lot of fun. And he has great photography. He's always just supporting. He really is. He's just such a nice guy. Thanks for
Couldn't agree more. Oh, hey, and you're just in time. TMNT 1987, perfect timing.
all
For those
right.
that are unaware of this photographer, I just he just came across my radar, but I'm glad he did some really good Ninja Turtle shots.
Mhm.
All right, Chris, go ahead, go first.
I mean, what's not to love with the baby turtles? Like,
Mhm.
the baby turtles were a great accessory set that just came out, and people have been really utilizing all of them. And this one is a great one because it's just one of them. It's Mikey trying to grab that piece of pizza. What I really like about this is this dio. Is this a dio or is this part of the accessory set?
This is a Dio, I have to imagine.
It looks incredible. I love the old school April too down there. But it's a great dio itself, and that's what really pops to me. That whole like whatever that is, generator or whatever it is, that electric thing. I'm not sure what that is.
It's Donatello stuff. I don't know. It's stuff in the back.
And this is what No Chewing would call the bird's eye view effect.
Yes, I coined that term. You're welcome. Danny, what do you like about the shot?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how did the pizza get up there? That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Well, it's
So
easy.
it's like-
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, it's easy because they got really excited with the pizza.
Mhm.
Donnie threw it up. No, sorry, Leonardo threw it up in the air, and he was slicing and dicing, and the pizza slice got on Splinter's head, and some fell on the generator.
I really said that because I wanted to get that answer from you. You did such a good job with Duke that I knew you would have something.
I was gonna say something about Duke, but I couldn't think of it.
This is the other half of that basketball game. Michelangelo was like, "This is very one-sided. I'm gonna have to go get some pizza."
Yeah, right.
And maybe Michelangelo hid pizza on the generator for later.
But in all seriousness, it's an awesome shot. The setup is great. The lighting is great. I love how you utilized. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Super 7 April O'Neil, correct?
I think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
And again, I think every shot that I've seen, like every photo that I've seen with the baby turtles has been great. And this just adds to it. It's another great photo. It's creative. I love like like Chris, you were saying, I love how people have been utilizing the baby turtles. Like I have the pack right there and I've been trying to figure out what to do with them. So I mean it gives me a lot of inspiration. So again, great job. Like I love the setup, the dio, utilizing April and it looks cool. Like I could picture Michelangelo being the one determined to grab that pizza that landed up there for some reason. I don't know why, but it's awesome.
Man, I do love pizza a lot. I think that like I was thinking like what is the go-to meal I'll eat hands down, even if it's a crappy pizza, it's probably pizza.
That's a fair point, and it's one of those things where you meet some people that don't like pizza. Like my daughter has friends that they don't like pizza, and I just don't know on a fundamental, like foundational basis that I can accept my kid being friends with this person. Just saying. It's like, how do you not like pizza?
No,
What
I
has
hear
pizza
you.
done to you?
I hear you.
I'm joking. In case people think
No,
I'm serious.
no, I'm dead serious. It's like if someone doesn't like pizza, I'm like, man, I'm sorry.
I mean, you can fold it up. Do you like calzones? Do you just like it as a sandwich? You just fold
Hey,
it.
pizza, calzone. I love a good calzone.
Do you like pizza in a bagel? You would on a bagel. You can have pizza anytime. Pizza in the pocket.
Yeah.
There was a time where I crushed bagel bites. Pizza
In
bagel.
college, I used to have the
Yes.
the
The tortillas or whatever it is.
tortillas.
Yeah. Yeah, those are great. Like the little pockets. Yeah.
Yeah, it come in its own thing. You just have to rip the top, and then
Yep.
you put it back in the microwave, and then heat it for 3 minutes, and then not wait more than like 6 seconds before you put that piece of lava into your mouth.
Yeah. So the key was you need to put it in the oven. The also key was that you needed to like do it. You needed to time it right to be like, I am going to enjoy these in like 30 minutes. So you need to put it in the oven like 30 minutes ahead of time so that when the timer went off, you're like, oh my gosh, whatever the tortinis or whatever, they're done. And they're nice and crispy, and you're there. You're in heaven. And it's 2:00 in the morning.
I'm missing some of this conversation, but I just saw the comment and peas in the fridge. I'm not even mad. I'm missing something, but okay, yeah.
Well, I know we said that you'd get. Oh wait, was that in there? Is this
What?
in there? Oh yeah, it's in there.
Oh, number 5.
Number 5. But I did want to read it because he sent it to me, and there's one part that I think is really funny. That
Go for it.
All right.
You know, I'm fighting a small cold, so go ahead.
All right. So TMNT 1987 did get back to us. What was your favorite toy when you were growing up? My favorite were the Playmates TMT. Raph was the first turtle I got and was my favorite growing up. I would say in addition to that, I also loved my He-Man figure from time to time. I would pretend that he was Conan.
Oh, okay.
What is the figure in the photo? Baby Michelangelo from the NECA Toon Accessories Pack and NECA April O'Neil.
Oh.
What is the story behind the picture? Here we go, people. Duke comes home from a basketball game. I'm just joking. The story behind Mikey.
Continues.
The story is Mikey climbing Donatello's lair, which includes a big electrical machine. This was a part of a dial that was created by Nate_TMNT. Oh, cool. Very cool. Mikey is climbing to get the pizza that is high above the ground. This picture is actually a continuation of a picture that he took earlier with the baby turtles in a dojo, Splinter giving a lesson and Mikey getting distracted by a mouse who has a slice of pizza. He did send me the picture. I forgot to put it in here somehow, but it was again excellent lighting from that picture.
Mm-hmm.
From this point, the rat took the pizza, and Mikey noticed it days later and decided to climb the electrical machine as April was babysitting. Man, the story is incredible.
I kind of got that feel like Michelangelo would go after pizza that's just like hidden somewhere.
Yeah. And that wasn't you, right, Chris?
That was not me.
Okay, good. All right, good.
And to answer that thing about peas in the refrigerator, Space Cape is quoting Anchorman.
Good
job, guys.
Whiteout, what is making you happy in the toy community right now? Without a doubt, the level of support from everyone in the community. Everyone is super nice, willing to offer any amount of feedback. Everyone praises each other's work. I can't imagine what the real world would be if we received this much encouragement for everything we did.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I just want to thank Yimbo and No Chewing for their support nomination. This week has been awesome. Thank you all once again. I just noticed that he may have left someone out there. But...
I was just thinking the same thing.
I was like, did you nominate his photo too?
It's okay. No.
I'm always racing against you and Yimbo to nominate photos, and this was one of them. I was like, oh yes,
I mean,
what? was
I
like,
mean,
know
I
the
may
answer.
have. He didn't know that, but it's okay. I mean, it's all right. No feelings hurt. I just asked him the questions. No, no. TMT
Sad toy father.
1987 at T- at
Hey, it's okay. You might
TMT.
get like a lamppost or a bench or something. You guys.
At TMT 87. Thank you so much. Honestly, this was a fantastic photo. You have fantastic photos with great lighting. I love they're so vibrant and they have the spirit of like that 80s cartoon. They really do.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to
Number 4, we have Spider_Love Banana.
Mm.
And
not to be mistaken with Kong Loves Banana, who is, I believe it's the same person.
Mm.
you're the one that told me that. I never put those two together.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like, I thought it was just a funny thing. Danny,
Coincidence?
go first, please.
Again, another poster quality photo. It's amazing. Like I'm not a big Spider-Man fan, but I would love a photo. I would put this on my wall. It looks great. I love it how it focuses on him. The back is blurred out. The lighting is great, and it's just perfect. It's awesome. It's definitely a comic book panel type. You know what I'm saying? Like photo.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. So he did a fantastic job. And again, lighting is always big for me, and like he nailed the hell out of this. It looks great.
Yeah. Now, when I picked this shot, I was, you know what I was thinking? There was an animated the Spider-Man cartoon where he gets the black costume and he gets
Yeah.
really angry. It's either that it's either the old one or I might be mistaken to the Spectacular Spider-Man, but he lifts up something and is about
Mhm.
to kill, I believe, the Rhino.
Mm.
And this like shot reminds me exactly of that scene of when that happens. And one of the reasons why I picked it up, but what I really like is just I'm guessing that's a digital background right there.
Yep.
It's
Digital.
so seamless. It looks so good. It
Mhm.
looks like there's a skyline right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the lighting, like Danny was saying. I'm a sucker for a nice rim light. You can see across the face a little bit, but the arms, it's
Yeah.
a very nice touch.
Yeah, this is a Marvel Legend, so this is a great figure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. All right. I did reach out to Spider Love Banana. Sounds funny. Yeah, they were able to get back with me some answers. So the first one, what was your favorite toy growing up? Almost all toys are my favorite. But on top of my list is Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, Digimon, and Spider-Man.
Digimon, we don't hear that enough.
Mm-hmm.
Has Digimon come back?
There's some for a little bit, like I know there's a card game that came back, but they do some really amazing, I believe it's SH Figure Arts, but some really amazing Digimon figures that look incredible.
Yeah. I watched Digimon. I know nothing about Pokemon, but I watched all of Digimon.
What I thought Digimon was not what I thought. It had nothing to do with Pokemon. I thought it was like the future of Pokemon, but it was just another universe.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they marketed it just like Pokemon, so that makes a lot of sense. All right, so number 2, the figure in this photo is the pick is a Marvel Legend Retro Symbiote Spider-Man and Marvel Legends MCU Taskmaster and a water tower diorama. Oh, cool.
I love that retro buck. It's one of my favorites. I wish they did more of those.
I mean, they did quite a few of them. You got the classic Spidey, you got the symbiote, you got the Ben Reilly Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right. That was on the retro buck. You're right.
Yeah, and then they moved on very quickly to the following year with the Amazing Fantasy, and then the was it the Renew Your Vows?
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
Renew Your Vows. I'm just not crazy with the head sculpt on that one, but yeah, the articulation's great.
I'm of Spider-Man bucks. It was Amazing Fantasy. I agree with people. It's like the perfect Spider-Man one.
That's a really good one. You're right.
All right, so number 3, the story behind this photo. That photo was inspired from Spider-Man and the Spider-Man the animated series where he's chasing Shocker. Since I don't have a Shocker figure, I never consider MCU Taskmaster as the real Taskmaster, but some gooner instead. I changed the Shocker with them. Okay.
Nice. And then it was later revealed that Duke had. Just kidding.
Duke, in his shame from his absolute abysmal basketball game, turned to a life of crime, and that is the true origin of Taskmaster.
That's great.
So number 4, what's making you happy in the toy community today? To see other people's photos, especially the setup, so that I can learn and practice more. But more importantly, this hobby makes me feel alive and more productive since I have anxiety disorder and maybe depression. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I can be part of this community.
That's awesome.
Very good.
That is good, and thanks for sharing that. I feel like, first of all, it takes a lot of courage to share something so personal like that, but also, a lot of people battle that as well, and sometimes it's just about finding the people that lift you up, and I hope you find that in the toy community.
Yeah, and especially we verged on some more rantish topics today. So the Mezco thing, I forget what the second piece was, but in the end, this is all toys. This is an outlet. This is an escape. This is all for fun. So please have fun with this. And I didn't share this, but it was about a month ago, a friend of mine is gone because of depression. So if you are feeling anything like that, go seek help.
Yeah.
It's okay to talk with someone about it. Forget about the stigma or what it may look like, because it's important. And don't wait is more what I'm trying to say.
No, absolutely. I agree 100%. Like, I think just a simple, sometimes we don't know how much of hey, that's a great shot. Hey, you did such a great job with this photo. Like, that goes a long way, because you don't know what people deal with behind, closed doors, and what they deal with in their lives, and little things like he said, some people look to the community and the support for just feeling enough, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with you 100%. Chewin, like, if you be kind to one another, reach out to one another. If you haven't spoken to somebody in a while and you haven't, they've been kind of MIA, hey, shoot them a little message. Hey, thinking about you. I hope you're all right. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just photos. You know what I'm saying? I always say that the biggest thing for me in this community is the friendships that I made. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can have great photos, but like, what's important to me is the relationships that we make, the friendships that we make, and the support that we give each other. Because again, it's like, like you guys said, these are just toys. These are just toys, So yeah, absolutely.
And it's so true. Like, the three of us, we wouldn't have met because of the toy community. And I do consider both of you good friends. And like, there are times where Toy Addict just calls on the Instagram, and we'll talk, and we'll just be FaceTiming. I'm like, I don't FaceTime like some of my relatives as much as I see Danny,
I almost jumped off. He called me. I think it was yesterday. I was on a work call. I almost put my work call on hold to be like, "Hey, what's up, Danny?"
Well, sometimes even me, sometimes, and I hope, I don't know if some people could agree, but sometimes I need that, and I'm very transparent. Sometimes I need just to hear a positive person, or just want to have a positive conversation, or you talk about silly things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I do reach out to you, it's because just know that you're doing me a favor that day. Maybe I'm having such a bad day and I want to hear something about Suzuki or something. Something silly,
Tell me about Spider-Man.
Yeah, tell me about Duke. I want to hear about Duke. Right? So
next basketball game, Duke versus Cobra Commander. Who wins? Go.
Right. So again, it's just just staying positive with one another. You know what I'm saying? I think we deal with so much. I don't want to be too morbid, but I mean, again, I'm very transparent. There's so much going on in this world that I think that a little bit of fun and a little bit of just not taking yourself too seriously goes a long way. And you know what I'm saying? Be kind to one another. Again, respect everybody's level in photography, respect everybody's, whether you're a big account or small account, just respect each other. That's key for me. It's just respect. And again, I've always said, and I'll say it again, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a hat that says it or a shirt. I'd rather be the guy known for being the most supportive than the guy that known for the guy that had the best photos. I don't care about photos. I care about everybody else's photos. I don't care about mine. I mean, I'm happy with what I've done, but I care more. I appreciate more when people say things like, "Hey, thank you for reaching out to me today, and thank you for to encouraging me, and thank you for giving me the, thank you for making me laugh." Little things like that go a long way. So again, I just wanted to put that out there. So
Absolutely agree with you.
I'm
And you are the kindest guy that is in.
I try.
you're one of the you're just a really good supporter, and you're always there to like talk to and like lift someone up. So I appreciate
No,
that.
absolutely. And if anybody's dealing with anything, feel free. DM me. I'm a listening ear. So anytime.
There is one quote I just want to end this like discussion with, but like
Mhm.
Mr. Rogers, he said there are
Mhm.
3 ways to ultimate success. One of them being the first one is to be kind. The
Mhm.
second way is to be kind. And the third way is to be kind. And that's all we ask.
Mhm.
When you're kind to someone, you'll fill someone's bucket, and
Mhm.
hopefully they'll be kind to someone else just because you started that. So always
There you
remember
go.
that.
That's awesome.
All right, let's move on to
Not number 3.
not number 3. The secret hashtag from last week, which was TPC_toy
Or
in
sometimes TPC_toy tings.
toy tings from our friend 88 Figs. Check out his YouTube, Toy Tings.
I'll go first. I chose this first photo by Billiam Gino. What was it?
Man, Alf's
Uh,
getting all the love the past couple weeks.
yeah, Billiam Gino. And Danny, something you were saying, like the typical photo that we see, and I do it too. Like a lot of portrait style, a lot
Mhm.
of you. I don't think I've grown terribly much in my style, so you could probably tell which ones are my shots. So whenever I get a chance to pick a photo, say from the secret hashtag or even nominated for the series, I'm looking at it for something that makes me smile. And this shot
Mhm.
from Billiam, this made me smile.
It's great. I love that sand.
Yeah.
And the shirt, it's perfect. And the pail of like little sand toys.
Yes.
It makes
Yes.
it,
The pail. Yes.
it reminds you that beach weather is like right around the corner.
So
So when I
close.
see this photo, when I see this photo, I just think of, I can't wait for the summer to get here so I can go to the beach and play with the kids and just have a good time.
I think next week there's going to be, at least in the Northeast, like some 80-degree weather.
Well, I
Really?
hope I look like
Yeah.
Alf.
Next week.
I hope I have a shirt like Alf that day.
I hope you do too, and I can't wait.
I
I want to
hope
see it.
In
I'll just be
Burlington.
happy if I'm as happy as Elf at the beach.
There you go.
On the flip side of what makes you feel good, this picture that I picked, the Devil's Robot, made me feel good, but it also scared me. I love this awesome photo of Scorpion. It's amazing. This is Storm, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, what a fantastic photo. I
This
really like
looks
the
like the
lighting.
1/6 scale scorpion.
Yes, I
It is.
think it is.
Yep.
I think you're right.
It's cool, man.
That's great.
That chain. Oh, beautiful.
And then Yimbo, our boy Yimbo, picked out our other boy, McSwain Photography. McSwain loves his Mezcos, loves his Black Series, and he loves playful, awesome photos. And he does all of his photos on his iPhone.
How is your iPhone doing, Chris?
I haven't
just-
taken photos with it, but I love it.
I think that's the next toy and tell. You gotta just use just your phone.
Well, I was telling you, I loved it so much, I bought a gimbal just for my phone. So,
And so those are the 3 photos that we chose from last week's secret hashtag. Yeah, we love it each week, trying to just narrow down which photos that we're going to select. But let's talk about the next hashtag that you can use to possibly be featured in the same way. So,
TPC.
This is TPC underscore wall XD. For those that are unaware, High School Creations Mike is currently nearing the end of his Kickstarter campaign, pushing out his wall XD. It's a product where it's a simple building wall, but it's made out of very durable material. It's going to be not customized, but painted by folks like Mike or like by Machu Toy. And it's really cool. They are funded, so it's happening, but there's a lot of unlocked tiers that still need to be completed. One of which is if they get to 85,000, they are releasing corners. So in two corners as a set. And last night, Mike graciously announced if they get to 85,000, the people that are supporting that wall XD, they're not paying for those corners. It will be complimentary to each wall. So you buy one wall, you'll get a set of corners. You buy 3 walls, you get 3 sets of corners.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And so No Chewy and I have backed the 3 wall tier. I want to tonight. Let's figure that out. Let's get that 4th wall because I feel like we need a 4th wall. Machu Toy says you get the inside and outside corner. He did a whole High School Creations did a whole live last night. He was just on Between Two Sentinels plugging it. Really, he is very talented. So if you ever question like, I don't know, it's just a wall, look at High School Creations Instagram because he is one of the best dial makers out there. Incredible details. This guy works incredibly hard and he has incredible talent. So this wall not only is a wall, but it has all these other details on it that will make the photography stand out, and it would make a good just like piece for your detolf too. That wall fits your detolf as well.
Yeah, it's built for your detolf. It's made out of durable material, so they won't sag or break down like if you use XPS foam. And Mike's a real nice guy. We had him on Toy Talk, and very open, honest, and willing to help people. Fantastic guy.
And I do have to say, like, I had this vision the night before his Wall XD launched for Kickstarter. Before his Kickstarter, I had a dream that Mike and I, High School Creations, were lead singers in a country band. And guess what? We sang in front of a sold out show. So that next morning, I woke up with the tune in my head. I don't know if it was a real one or if it was fake or made up, but it was really catchy, Danny. I'm telling you. But I'm not joking. This actually happened. I dreamt this, and I remember waking up and I DM'd High School Creations. I was like, I had this dream. I think this is going to get back fast, and it did. It really did. So
it really did. I think it was like 2 days and it reached its initial funding.
So I'm just telling you guys, I'm psychic.
Is there any other Kickstarter? Was there ever a Kickstarter where somebody was doing like dial pieces? Has that ever been something?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
I'm not aware of any. Yeah.
So I mean, if there's anything, I mean, if you considering or even debating it, wouldn't you want to be part of something that from the beginning? Like I've always said, like I wish I was like there in the beginning where NECA started doing their first figures. Like, I mean, they probably weren't as great as probably they are now, but like I would it's nice to start somewhere and see how it progresses. Because again, this is not from what the conversations we had with him, this is not the last thing. This is just the beginning. He's gonna have more stuff. And if you haven't seen his Instagram, like he's so good. Like a lot of his dials don't even look like dials; they look real. Looks like he's real. Like standing in the neighborhood and just took a photo.
Yeah,
like it's that good, dude. He's really good.
And you're not exaggerating. There are times where I'm like, wait, is this like a sample photo of what he used for the inspiration, or is this the actual dio?
And then he's like, it's a dio, and you're like, you're lying.
Yeah, you're like, liar.
How? Tell me all the steps. And I like how it's from that conversation that we had on Toy Talk, the dinner party conversation, like who would you pick? That's continued on in his streams. Like,
has it really?
Not his per se. Well, sometimes he's on it, but like touring around references back to it. I think Mario referenced it once.
Oh, that's
Hysterical.
right. That's right. That's right.
But actually, we should use that every week for
We should.
Toy Talk. That should be one of the things.
Yeah, you're right. Reoccurring question. Let's put that down.
Yes. So back to the secret hashtag. This is it. Use it, apply it, tag us as many times as you'd like.
Can't wait to see it.
Mhm.
Yes.
I would like Danny to talk about this photographer.
Clintastic 4. Danny, number one fan for Clintastic 4. Next to
Yes.
that, unworthy collector.
Yes. I mean, this photo right here has a little sentimental value to me. Fantastic. I mean, he's not only, I mean, he's a big X-Men fan, but his photos are so amazing. Like they're and it's crazy because sometimes, like, I remember a photo he had did one time when we had did Shutter Slam.
Yeah.
And he had did the photo with like all these sentinels, and maybe I'm like the wrong, I'm not supposed to be saying this, but I remember asking, I was like, wow, you own a lot of sentinels. And he's like, no, I don't. He's like a master at like Photoshop. Like he is that good.
Yes.
Where you can never, like, I'm probably just spilling all the beans now. He's gonna kill me. But like he's just so talented, and such a down-to-earth person. He seems really like me, like he's part of like, he's like one of the rowdy boys. Like we call ourselves the rowdy, me, Unworthy, AB Photos, and Clintastic. And he's like the we always say he's the sane one out of all of us. He's the more relaxed, calm, but he has such a great sense of humor. Like when his sense of humor comes out, he like just brings joy to all of us. And he's just such a great guy. But again, and it shows in his photos. I always said he's like a secret. He's like one of those. I don't like to say hidden, but he's like a hidden gem. Like if you're not following him, you're missing out because his stuff is fantastic and it's great. Like if he wanted to start like a comic book with his photos, I would buy all the issues. That's how good it is.
Yeah, he's definitely one of like the best like X-Men, Marvel Legends like photographers out there. I don't know how he does it. Like I can't get a Marvel Legends figure to look as good as what he does. And did you see his April Fool's shot?
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I read the caption. It's like, this is my last time. I won't be shooting any more X-Men. I'm like, what?
Could you imagine if he only did Fantastic Four photos? He'd be able to pull from, say, 20 figures.
Yeah.
And it like what, like 12 of those are the Fantastic Four.
yeah, pretty much. I gotta say, I love it when you guys are together. Danny, you, Unworthy, AB, and Fantastic. The combination of you four as the Rowdy Boys, I love it. I mean, we talk to you every week, but when the four of you are just like together drinking and just like having a good time, it's my favorite thing to watch. I'm like, wow, Danny really lights up as he keeps drinking some beers.
Wait till Legion's Con, you'll see.
I can't wait until Legion's Con.
I really can't wait.
But one thing about Clintastic that that a lot of people don't know, like he's very supportive. He's always willing to like I've asked him, like he always gives us feedback on our photos. Like we always go to him with feedback. Like, hey, how do you think? Like I remember I did a shot with the Christine car and I did the headlights a certain color, and I was like, Clint, what do you think of these lights? And his like, it's never like to put you down. It's like he encourages you and tells you, well, I like it this, but if you do it this way, try it. And like we take those feedbacks and we apply them. And then when we see our shots, we're like, wow, they really, and it's all because he's so supportive and always willing to like he's gonna like give me this. I told him I needed like a whole tutorial on how to do Photoshop and like just stuff like that. And he's like so willing to do it. He's great. Such a great guy all around. It shows on his photo. His photos are great, but he's even better person than that. So hats off to him.
I'm trying to remember if Clintastic 4 coined the term Ranzalorian. I know the great Mewtwo came up with our tagline, "This is the play," but Clintastic 4 graciously created the logo for us. And you're right, he did it in Photoshop so incredibly quick. Like I feel like I just gave a loose guidance to it, and then like maybe like 20 minutes later, he's like, "Here you go," on this like beautiful resolution. Like,
Mhm.
here's the background, here's the font itself, and here's the full logo. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're this skilled."
Yeah. Very, very.
And of course, Clintastic came back with some answers to our common questions, and I believe actually this is must have been the second or third time we've featured Clintastic in the top 10. So we changed up the questions a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna pull off my phone because I kind of forget what I even asked them. All right, so
they're all there.
what's the toy you are most anticipating this year? The X-Men 3-pack with Gambit, Psylocke, and most importantly, Banshee.
Mm.
That's a good set. I have the Forge Storm and Jubilee pack, and I'm surprised how much I like them. I have all those characters already, but I'm surprised how much I like them in this version. What figures are in this photo? Oh, this is going to be a while. We got Jean Grey from the Lovers Triangle 3-pack. We have Storm from the Retro cards, Archangel, Rogue from the Retro card, Gambit from the Caliban Wave, Beast from the Caliban Wave, Colossus from the Juggernaut 2-pack. Beautiful Colossus. I don't have this one, but it's a really good one.
That is a good one.
Psylocke from the Apocalypse Wave. That's the one sought after. Wolverine from the Retro cards, Cyclops from the Warlock Wave. That's actually surprisingly old now. Magneto from the Family Matters 3-pack. Wow. I mean, yeah, of course, there's all the figures in there, but yeah, he runs deep on X-Men. What's the story behind your photo? This photo was inspired by the legendary X-Men #1 cover by Jim Lee. Instead of a direct recreation, I shifted the perspective of the scene to make the photo tighter and more in line with my style. Bang up job right there. To complete the photo, I photographed all the figures separately with slate tones and gold poster board for the backdrop. From there, I just focus stacked the image in post-production. Wow.
Wow, you focus stacked? My goodness.
All of those?
Yeah, I know.
Good for you, man. Oh,
Maestro.
That must have taken you hours for this one photo. Or maybe less than that, because maybe it would only take me hours to do that focus stack trick.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like 20 minutes for you.
That's amazing.
But it's awesome. That's really great. And then what would you tell again, because we featured them before, one different question, what would you tell someone just starting out? Remember to just have fun. It's easy to get overwhelmed in the numbers aspect of social media. But while the numbers have their purpose, they shouldn't be the main focus. Pushing your creativity, growing your skills, making new friends, and celebrating the toys that bring you joy are all at the core of what makes this hobby special.
100%.
Fantastic. Absolutely.
Fantastic, Clintastic. Ooh, has a ring to it.
That's the next podcast.
I love that. And he's just gonna shoot all Fantastic Four figures.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a Fantastic Four dedication podcast.
And he would kill that. Like I kind of want him to do that. Like, but I know he won't. So
well, awesome, Clintastic Four. Thank you so much for this. This was I definitely got the vibes from that Jim Lee X-Men #1.
Absolutely.
I want that Cyclops. Yikes. So good.
I have that one. Number 2 with our friend Simon Toast. Go ahead, Chris.
I love Simon Toast, and I love his photos. As of late, there was, for some reason, he has been just leveling up on his photography. And again, I've just been on this Elf kick because I really love that NECA Elf. And this is a simple picture. What I really like about it is that full moon in the back. It really just brings the picture together of the night, of the time of day, but also when Elf just wants that midnight snack.
Danny, what would you like to say about this photo?
Well, I'm sold now. Now I want the Elf figure.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you
you'd
should get the Elf.
you'd
I
love
now
it.
I
Great
want
with
it.
it.
Now I want it. So I mean, I've walked by a couple of times at Target and I debated it. I was like, but again, it's just that I really am I gonna shoot? But now I see it and I'm
Comes with a
like,
cat sandwich, man.
yes. So I mean, it's great. Again, another fun photo, and I agree with you. He's his photos have been like leveling up. Like he's just doing fantastic stuff, and like it's just again, it's a nice. I wouldn't say simple. Like it's a simple shot, but there's so much to it,
Yeah.
and it's just great. I love the moon, the setup, the fence in the back, and it's just again, this is the one. This is the one that now I'm sold. Now I need the Elf. Thank you, Samantos. I appreciate that. Now I'm gonna buy him.
Yeah, this elf is awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't shot him yet, but man, I just look at him
He's
every
not still in the
day.
box, is he?
No, I look at him in my detail every day, and he's a
You
lot of
look him
fun.
in the eyes every day.
And he goes like this to Chris every time.
No, I do
He's
that
like,
to
hand
Elf.
against the glass and be like, no, come on, buddy.
The Elf.
Is that who you're waving at? Elf.
I am at the thing I like most about this is just the shadow work. I think Simon did a great
Mhm.
job with it. And Danny, for inspiration, the photo I think you should shoot of Alf should be almost like a family photo shot of Alf with all the monsters. Just like like almost like an 80s, like, hey Herman.
Yeah, right. That'd be dope. Yeah. It's cool, man.
Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. All right, moving on to number one, the top
No.
spot.
Uh,
Oh,
answers.
questions. Yeah, sorry. Again, fighting the cold. All right. So for the number question, what was your favorite toy growing up? I grew up pretty poor, but one of the new toys I remember having and loving was the quick change Batman from Batman
Oh,
Returns.
that was a good one.
Mhm.
That was so good with the did they come with the briefcase and the chest piece
Yeah,
panel?
yeah, the chest piece panel.
Nice. I love trying to put all his armor on while the Batman the Animated Series theme song was playing.
Oh man, that's so good.
Yeah, that's really nice. For the figure in this photo, it's of course, as we spoke about, was the NECA elf figure. And the story behind the photo, really, I just thought it would be funny / creepy to see Alf prowling the city looking for alley cats. Perfect. And for the final question, what's making you happy in the toy community currently? Right now, I just love how supportive the community is and the friends I've made. It's great to get feedback from folks and use that to improve. Super fun.
Awesome,
Awesome,
Simon
yeah.
Test.
Awesome. Thank you for the answers.
Thank you for this wonderful picture.
Mhm.
Now, moving on to the top spot, number one.
Wow.
Ooh.
Papili? Papili?
Triple P Yali.
Pipotri Ali sounds, I'm going to go with that. Perfect. Daniel, would you like to talk about this photo first?
Sure. First thing that comes to mind is this is a beautiful shot. This is a very beautiful shot. I love the grass, love the trees. I'm not sure if that's I think that's what is that? Is that like a digital tree like he just added, or I'm not sure what it is.
That's like the question, right? Like
It's that good.
Yeah, what part of this is the digital? Like
Yeah.
what is like the real? And they really disguise like those like leaves that are floating everywhere.
This shot is like pure art. And
Mhm.
I say that with it's the kind of photo that inspires me because sometimes when I take photos of like just portrait shots, I try to incorporate a little bit of storytelling in what I do. And this shot right here is just it does all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too familiar. Is this Naruto? Am I saying that? Is this
Yep.
Naruto?
Yep.
Oh,
You said
okay.
it
Well, hey, I got it
perfectly.
right. I got it right. There you go. So this is Naruto. So it's perfect. Is he's sitting on the swing. He's who knows what he's thinking. I don't know if he's praying or or like sleeping or maybe
He's thinking, where's
where's Duke?
no,
He
where's
just got off watching that basketball game of Duke, and he's so sad.
he's asking where's Suzuki?
Where's Suzuki? Right?
Suzuki.
Oh, God. Suzuki.
Wait.
It's again, it's just a beautiful shot. I love everything about it. The lighting is on point. The setup is on point. Like it's so good. Again, a lot whether things are digital or not, they look so real. Like it blends so well. So again, awesome job. It's just fantastic.
When I was updating the slides and I'd gone through all the photos, my daughter told me, "Daddy, stop." And she made me stop on this one. She's like, "Whoa, that one's really cool." I was like, "It is really cool, isn't it?" And I was like, "What makes it cool for you?" She's like, "The leaves." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. The leaves are really neat because they just make the as if the photo is moving itself."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the texture of the grass, and whether that's a digital tree or not, it's perfectly done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like what you're saying, Danny. It makes you feel something. I have
Yeah.
to imagine. I don't know Naruto's storylines, characters, lore, or anything, but the fact that this character's sitting.
This is what Naruto's thinking.
Good answer.
That's exactly. That is the story. Thank you so much.
Good answer.
Perfect.
That's the story behind the picture.
That's right. Famous Chewy.
Oh.
Oh man, that's good.
But I have to when I saw this one, I just imagine that this character, oftentimes they are teenagers or children per se, and they always go into these battles. And the fact that this character is sitting on a tree swing like that is so childlike to me.
Mm-hmm.
And staring off into the distance of like the sunset, probably faced trials that a child probably shouldn't go through. And this is this character decompressing from it.
Or
huge Keaton Batman fan, highly disappointed. Sad enough. Maybe maybe in this alternate world they canceled pre-orders from 3 years ago. They were just like, no, it's not happening.
No,
Yeah,
Chuen. I
saw
challenge
that.
you to recreate this photo.
Yeah,
I would love for
Of
those
you.
to recreate of you.
Me?
Of you.
Yeah.
You have
Okay,
to do this
So I
photo.
have to do it in my photo. I have to find a tree swing like this.
You're swing at sunset.
At sunset. And just recreate this and post it. It's just
You know what? I'll pick up the challenge, but in a slight twist, I will borrow Toy Father's Batman '89 and try to recreate this photo.
yeah, bro.
Then it would just then I'd recreate the photo of where's my Batman '89.
Only because Toy Father would never get back.
Wow, what a great top 10. That was a lot of fun. Wow.
And we do have answers. All right. So, for what was your favorite toy growing up? It was the Mazingers One Piece Luffy.
Huh. What is that?
I know Luffy. I don't know what the Mazingers part of it. Maybe that's the brand.
Maybe. Let me look.
And then what was the figure in your photo? It was Kid Naruto. Oh, so I was right about it being normally. I was just guessing, just based on things I've read. That's a kid. And for what's the story behind your photo? Naruto felt alone on the swing because he has been hated on by other people. No friends, no family. Ooh. Really touched on that point that we spoke about a few photos ago. And for the last one was making you happy in the toy community right now. I can share photos of my toys, and I can also see a lot of awesome photos taken by other people. Meet new people, support and appreciate each other. It feels really great.
That's awesome.
Perfect answers. Thank you for sharing.
Man, what a great top 10.
Absolutely. Really enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, we're not done yet.
No. We're going to go on for another 2 hours.
For another 2 hours with Danny. Danny had no idea what we were doing.
Let me pull this one up while we're.
Yeah. So first of all, just want to thank Toy Addict 17 for jumping on. It was like 7:00. I'm like, hey, are you free? Are you free tonight? And he's like, yeah, I am. And I was like, well, why don't you come on TPC Top 10 with us? And he's like, all right, awesome. So thanks a lot, Danny. Honestly, I'm gonna say this again. Repeat what No Chewing said. You're one of the nicest guys out there, one of the most genuine guys out there, and one of the biggest supporters out there. So if you're not following Toy Addict 17, you should be, because he has amazing lighting techniques for all his photography. He has a incredible good niche of horror figures, which is not my genre, but every photo that he takes makes me want to buy those figures. And so he does a great job with just his photography, and it's a lot of fun too. And he's always willing to help people out in terms of giving them tips. So
I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for guys having me on. This is like my first time on TPC. So I'm very happy that I was able to here to celebrate all these amazing toy photographers. Like it's nice to I'm gonna be following everybody. So everybody we featured, if I'm not following you, I'm going to follow you. As soon as this stream is over, I'm going to follow you. So great job to everyone.
yeah, and please, like, I am like super busy during the day, and if you follow me and I haven't followed you back, I'm sorry, but please always tag me on your photos. I'm trying to get to like everyone, but I can't get to it. But I just want to make you all, I want to let you all know that I appreciate all of your love and support, and I wish I can do the same, and I will continue to do as the best I can to do that. So
Mm-hmm.
And to also go back to the giveaway for those that are new to our stream, this is a feature giveaway on the ToyPic community Instagram page. So I believe 88 Figs called it the Lightning Lane to being featured on that page. So we're actually going to do 2 this week. We're going to do one just for the show, and then last week, feature winner C Note 810 donated out for this week. So we're going to pick 2. And
Nice.
to even go back to what you guys were saying as I was setting this up, I find it really funny in my heart that I imagine Chris messaging you, Danny, you up? And being like, no.
Well,
Don't
he
text her.
messaged me. He messaged me. He's like, "Hey, buddy, are you busy?" So I'm like, "Is he in New Haven, Connecticut? Is he in Connecticut somewhere? Are we gonna hang out?"
hey,
I'm like,
look
"Oh,
out
I'm
your
outside your
window.
door.
right." You're out there like this. I'm like,
He has a boom box.
Out of the boombox, right outside your door.
"Oh, it's awesome." But hey, anytime.
So we'll run this one for roughly 1 more minute, and then we'll click the button twice. But yeah, Dan, this was a lot of fun. I mean,
Thank you.
I love talking to you anyway. So
No, absolutely. Thank you for having me. Again, thank you guys for having me on. This was a lot of fun. So, and again, I know it's always willing to help out anyone, anytime, any place. So that's how I do.
Nilla Gorilla, I have a good buddy in Colorado, and I love visiting the Denver area. So yeah. Ah, there you go, Worthy. Finally.
Perfect. While we do this, please.
Wait, hold on. I love that you did Toy Addict 17, but part of me really wanted Burlington Coat Factory, but I understand.
You know we're doing this twice, so you know.
So wait, the hashtag is everybody just the entries for everybody. That's what they're doing.
So
Yeah.
I was talking about. I was wondering. I was like hashtag Toy Addict. I was like, oh, they got it. Why is everybody? I was trying to figure out. I was like, wait. That's
So yeah,
what
when they input it, it goes into this like thing that no chewing's in, and it will
got
instantly
you.
draw.
Okay. Well, sorry.
It's pretty neat, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. And so yeah, it picks up, it automatically reads all the comments for it. But
Awesome.
if you like what you heard tonight, if you enjoyed yourself and you haven't done so already, click like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, share this to anyone that you think may enjoy a conversation like this. If you know Danny's mom, please forward this stream to her and say, please, please, please.
She hasn't followed yet.
I can't. I apologize in advance of the answer you'll get. So just let you know, it's not me. So they got real quiet on something.
Well, yeah, I didn't know how to follow up.
They're like, should we even message her? Yes, message her. Tell her to subscribe.
Yeah, if you can find it. So how are we doing with this giveaway? Oh man, I think No Chewing is frozen right now.
I kind of like that photo. Look at that.
Chewy is frozen right now, and that's why it's quiet.
It's so quaint. He looks so happy.
He looks really happy. Oh wait, hold on.
Hey, he's back.
He's back.
Yeah, Verizon is also dead to me. It's Mezco and Verizon that I have beef with. It's all beef face with those two companies right now. Can you guys still see the giveaway screen on here?
Yep.
It's still going?
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. I wasn't sure if that I was lost because of that. But back to the plugs. If you want to see more of the three of us, check us out on Mondays at 8:30 on Toy Talk. There's normally another face on here, Yimbo, and he does a stream on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock on his channel. Yimbo buys everything or reviews everything. One of the two. Links are in the bio. And then
links are in the bio. Last Monday we had Jay's Hot from Between Two Sentinels. It was a really fun stream. We got to interview him. Next week we have Jedi Jack, who is also an amazing dial maker and cosplayer. I mean, I didn't know, but that was a lot of fun. So we're gonna have him on next week. Yimbo had Yimbo Mania, and talked about WrestleMania this past Sunday. And yeah,
that was the first WrestleMania I've watched since I was like a kid, like 12.
Yeah. I I'll read up on like every big event I'll watch, or not watch, sorry, I'll read up on, but I never really like I've sat and watched it a little bit, but my heyday was like high school. I loved it in high school.
Yeah,
but
I enjoyed it. Seeing the Edge, the only wrestler from way back still, he clearly came back. Old man Edge, and I enjoyed it.
What's his name? The big guy who fought in the UFC. What's his name?
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, was he in there? No.
Yeah, he was night 2. He wrestled in night 2. So he wrestled Omos.
Was that a big match, or is that kind of like
it was? I mean, it's a big match because it's Brock Lesnar, but like it's typical Brock Lesnar match. It's short. It was more of a lot of suplexes, and it's just entertaining. It wasn't long. One of my favorite matches I want to say was Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio.
I read it. Fight. I heard that was a good one. I heard
that was an entertaining fight. That was one I was really looking forward to.
Wow, Dominic Mysterio has that face of a heel, doesn't he?
he he performs so well, and believe it or not, as much as I dislike him as a person, Logan Paul is talented.
Oh my god, yeah, I know.
It is talented, and like he will he sells his role, like he's perfect.
So, no doubt about it. Like he is a pretty, like him and his brother are athletic.
Yeah. No I think he's more tolerable than his brother is. I can handle Logan Paul more than Jake.
But I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Worthy mentioned, it reminded me that my favorite match was the women's championship match. Rhea Ripley versus was it Charlotte Flair?
Charlotte Flair, yeah, that was pretty dope.
That did a little bit of everything.
Charlotte Flair has been there for a while, hasn't she?
She's been there for quite a while. I mean, she started off in NXT as a she was a champion. I believe she was a champion there, and then now she's like 14-time champion, like her dad. Yeah. Oh, best moment of WrestleMania. And if you guys are not familiar, I always watch the press conferences because they explain a lot. So Bianca Belair had this entrance, and she had these this dance group, Girls of Compton, that were performing. The little girl that was dancing with her mom passed away that day. Yeah, her mom passed away that day. And like Triple H had, press conference, and he was like bawling, crying, and he was like explaining how, this little girl could have, like, the fact that she continued was there and her teammates were there to support her, and the WWE and Bianca actually gave her that moment despite everything that she was going through. That to me was like, that was beautiful. That was like a heartfelt moment. Like I kind of got choked up when I heard him talking and stuff, because it's like, again, the little girl, she's in the stage. She could have just stayed home, but the fact that she was there and she was like, and she like stole the show. They did a great job. So, that was a nice little moment that that happened. A lot of great moments, but that was like one that stood out the most.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Also, something happening in the chat right now as well. I'm talking about the ToyPic community Discord channel. Yes, please go over there. I always describe it as continuing the conversation. You want to talk more about toys, walk away from the Instagram limitations, and see converse with a lot of people that want to talk about toys and very positive and kind and respectful. Go hit up Jaden. He in the ToyPic community Discord team. Go head over there. Continue that conversation. All right, let's push this button.
Yeah, do it. Let's see who wins the future. Let's see it. Who's gonna do it? 88 figs. Yes.
Nice.
88. There you go, bud.
Awesome. And as I said, we're gonna click that button one more time. I did say I was gonna switch to the Berlin Co Factory, but
no, it's all right. Don't
get hit draw again.
The winner does get a gift certificate to Burns and Co Factory from No Chewy. Just kidding.
Hey, no.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Salvage Cargo. Yes, nice. Two great photographers out there. Awesome. Hey, and look at that. He won right before congratulating 88. Good on you.
Classy guy.
Fantastic.
All
right.
Hold on. Now I can actually take a pic.
Yeah, I want a brand new picture. What can we request?
Do a picture of like Plastic Peeps, like a band picture, like of your band.
Oh, do a concert photo.
Concert photo. Cool.
Yes, I want a concert photo. There we go. And for the people that do get win this feature, it doesn't have to be right away. You can take your time and reach out to any of us if you have any ideas you want to pass through us and suggestions or whatever. We're open to it.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, what a great show, guys. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Chewy. No Chewy. I like that.
No
Chewy. And thank you everyone in the chat. Really, this was a really great chat tonight. It was a lot of fun. All of you brought your A game. So a lot of funny moments, such as that Samurai Chris comment about the Naruto. All the Duke talk, all of the Burlington Coat Factory talk. I can just keep going, but but we really appreciate you guys, and I don't know, this is a great community. All we want to do is just support you, support each other, and be positive. Really, that's all. Because honestly, like, we all have jobs, we all have families, we all have lives, and our time to like find a hobby or do this stuff, it's very limited. We don't have that much time, but we make the time to do it because we enjoy it. So we want to make it as happy as we can be. We don't like to dwell on the negative. We don't like to surround ourselves with negative people. We like to surround ourselves with joy, whether it's plastic joy or friendly joy or just joy from the chat. So that is what TPC does. That is what Toy Talk does. That is what Yimbo does. And we really try to like support all of you. So thank you so much for everything you do. And I love supporting and seeing all of you. Please keep tagging us, and we'll see you next week for another episode of the TPC Top 10. Wow, you get to hear Yimbo tell us out.
Unite my toy collectors, photographers, and more. We had some fun tonight, but we're out of pictures to explore. We thank you for your time. It was nothing but sublime. Though it's time to go to bed, don't be filled with dread, because next week we'll be right here. Your toy daddies will appear to bring you joy and laughter every night and here on after.